What's going on, guys? So today I'm in. Yesterday we had that video uploaded of the Toyota Camry. The same one we're diagnosing for some time now, and I picked up a known good on diagnetwork.com, and which I will include in this video at some point, either from the beginning of it or during the video or at the end. Just a picture. And basically, when I compare that video, and of course they had the cursors, the 720, to make sure that everything is where it's supposed to be. So I got on channel 1, which is the top one there. Let me highlight it so make it easy to see. On channel 1, that's going to be the intake cam sensor. Channel 2 right there is going to be the exhaust. And of course, channel 3 will be the crankshaft sensor. So we got our cursor 720, the rising edge of the smaller. Let's get to it. Let me just highlight this first one. So we put it on the rising edge of the smallest one on the intake side. And according to the known good, it's supposed to line up with the falling edge of the exhaust. And you can tell it's not. Clearly it's not, right? So the exhaust is actually late, as you can see. By how many degrees, we can also measure that. In fact, I'm going to bring out the other cursors. And we're going to see, well, I'm not sure if it's going to show it by degrees, only because I'm not sure these cursors do that, but let's go see it from that point right there to this point right here. Right, so what is the delta? 1.8 millisecond. We can calculate how many degrees that is, by the way. And the way we're going to do that, we're going to take, but let's just retain that delta of 1.8 millisecond. That's important. We're going to take this cursor. Oh no, I've messed up. All right, let's get back there. Let's take, oh, there you go. That's the one that I want to move. This one, go back here. Perfectly. So we're going to take this one, and we're going to put it on the 720 mark. Okay. That delta would be 93.4 millisecond. So 93.4 millisecond, you're going to divide that by 720. That'll give you 1 millisecond equals how many degrees, basically, I believe. That's how we're going to do it. And from then on, we can multiply now that unit to the 1.8 that we have, which is the difference between these two. And we will be able to see that this is latent by, or late, retarded, the exhaust cam by this much. And this is the engine at idle. So let me go ahead and try and do that and see what I can come up with. Okay, so I did the calculation. Again, if I made a mistake here, dividing 720 by 93.4. We're looking for degrees here. So 720 degrees is the entire capture to rotation. That time is 93.20 seconds. So if we divide 720 by 93.7, we'll get the unit value. And the unit value comes to 7.7 millisecond. So 7.7 millisecond, if we multiply now by the gap that we saw, which was 1.8, we get a value of 13.8 degrees, basically. So 13.8 degrees, according to what I understand, it's around 15 degrees, which is 15 degrees with one tooth on the crankshaft, usually. I got to go back and check on my notes on how to actually verify that, looking at the different teeth on the crankshaft itself. But that's basically, as far as I understood, that information, that would be equal to, a one tooth. So according to what I'm saying, then we are the exhaust cam at idle is retarded by one tooth. So the timing chain definitely jumped. I don't think the VVTs are doing anything at all at idle, or they shouldn't. The last time I went down there to check it out, you can see it on the video, I tested them and they seem to be working. The car would definitely stall or come near stalling when you actuated the VVT actuator. So I think that's what we have. The oil pressure, as you saw in the other video, was I felt like it was low. I'm not sure what the specs are on the oil pressure, but if you increasing the RPM, I think the oil pressure should go up, and we saw that the oil pressure was actually coming down with increased RPM. So there's restriction there somewhere. So where do you go from there? I mean, do you do more diagnosis to figure out exactly to pinpoint, or do you just go ahead and get ready to open up this engine and figure out what's going on? Do you need a new oil pump? Do you need an oil pickup? Definitely going to have to do a timing change job, but and whatnot. But that's basically where this is headed. I mean, that's what I thought at first. I always thought it was going to be a timing job even before I got to this information, but now definitely looking at this and comparing it to the known good, I'm 100% sure that this is definitely, it's going to need a timing change job. Now, if you get a scope like a Pico or whatever, it does its conversion by the way for you, right away. But on my scope, you have to do it, but it doesn't take long anyway. So if there was a way to use the math to try to, I guess, do some of this conversion, would have been great, but like I said, I wouldn't even know how to use it yet. I will have to figure out that part of the scope, and hopefully I can, and then we'll see how we can do that. But for now, let's just say we are 13.8 degrees retarded on the exhaust, and that's why we're having this P0016. That's about it, guys. Let me know in the comment sections if you felt like I was wrong in any of the data given information. This is very new to me, this area of scoping and whatnot, but I'm researching as much as I can and looking up online and asking questions, and and most importantly, using the scope like it's being advised. Just keep using it, and that's what I'm trying to do at any chance I get, just to familiarize myself with it as much as possible there. All right, so I'm going to end it here. Don't want to make it too long a video. I'm just looking forward to anybody's